This is the first time I've been stood up. Hey guys, welcome back. So it's been almost 11 weeks since lockdown here in California, and even though we haven't had much social contact, something that has been keeping us together have been Zoom video calls. Zoom is a conferencing service that has been around for years, but since the pandemic, it's taken over remote work, online classrooms, and hanging out distantly. Zoom dates have now been accepted as part of the new normal way of human connection. I've been doing a lot of Zoom dates with my family and my friends. I don't mean date. A Zoom date is an online video call to hang out with a good friend or family member, often using the program Zoom, popularized during the COVID-19 pandemic of 2020 when everyone was unable to visit their friends in person and were bored in their house.
Okay, I'm bored in a house and I'm in a house bored.
I got me thinking, who haven't I Zoomed yet?
Hey, it's nice to meet you.
This is so crazy for us.
Oh my gosh, it's you. It's insane.
Are you okay?
Really excited and nervous. Say hi to Haley.
So I posted an IG story asking anyone if they wanted to be a part of this video, and right now I'm coordinating as many Zoom dates as I can fit in the next 3 days.
Vancouver and BC.
In Saudi Arabia right now.
I live in Malaysia.
I live in Switzerland.
I'm in Sweden right now.
We are in Auckland.
I'm working with quite a few time zones here. So the next thing I have to figure out is, what are we gonna talk about? Essentially, we're all just gonna be getting to know each other and this community that we've created on my YouTube channel together. I think it'd be awesome to share some things maybe we don't know about their country, like music.
Good evening or good morning, I don't know.
Good morning, good evening, wherever you are.
So this is Bergen. What time is it? It's 20 past 10 p.m. Sunset will be at 11 p.m. I lived in northern Norway before living here. I got so sick of northern lights that I didn't want to see it. Maybe I shouldn't say that to promote tourism in Norway, but...
Are you okay?
Yeah, I kind of was. Started subscribing to you on YouTube a few weeks ago. It was actually you, then it was your brother. First video I actually watched was you in Kazakhstan. I got so addicted to it. So also excited to see you in real person.
Tell us the #1 place you think we should all see in your country.
What I recommend is that Maracas Bay it seems to be the popular beach that people usually goes to.
So for the Philippines, Coron. And in Denmark, we would definitely say Tivoli Gardens in Copenhagen. There's just so much history.
If you go to Germany, it's the countryside, because in the countryside you can see a lot of rivers, lakes and mountains.
So I would choose Tioman. It's an island here in Malaysia.
My town, of course, Malmo.
I would definitely recommend Palawan.
Table Mountain, Ideal Cableway.
Perno Upulon, that's how you pronounce it in German.
Burj Khalifa. It's the tallest building in the world.
Cape Cod, Massachusetts.
If you're about cities, it's got to be like Sydney Harbour. It's iconic.
Here in BC, there's a place on the island where you can basically go surfing in the morning, and then in the afternoon you could go snowboarding.
For me is Persepolis.
Isfahan, the city of Isfahan.
Bahrain's fort, or we call it in Arabic, Qal'at al-Bahrain.
They made this area here in Kuwait called Little Manila.
Definitely Yosemite National Park.
The Great Pyramids of Giza, of course, yeah.
I think people should see Sakushima Island.
This place is full of quaint and really artsy cafes.
The one place you should see in Sri Lanka is Sigiriya Rock. It's an ancient rock fortress. It's considered by many to be the 8th wonder of the world.
Tunisia is a very tiny country, place called Hawaria in Nebel.
I would still recommend going to Hobbiton.
See this necklace here? This is what I call my Lord of the Rings necklace. What is something about your country that would surprise all of us?
You wouldn't believe, or anyone who's watching this or anyone who thinks about Saudi Arabia, it snows over here.
One thing that surprised me about Korea is its cashless here.
We shorten everything when we talk. An afternoon is an arvo, McDonald's is Macca's.
There are actually no snakes here in New Zealand.
I think an interesting fact is that Switzerland has 4 national languages.
In the world, we're the top beer drinkers.
In Denmark, there's actually a law that states that first names must be picked from an approved list by the government. And if you want to name your child something that's not on the list, you actually have to apply for an exception.
Tell us something that would surprise us about South Africa.
When you land here, it's not a case that you're going to hop on an elephant and then go to your hotel.
What's surprising about Sweden?
If I say that I go to school for free, even college and university, all of my friends, it's like, what?
Malaysia has 3 main race, Malay, Chinese, and Indian. When they speak, all the languages is just mixed up. It's like, what are you talking about?
Is there an artist or a musician that you recommend we listen to?
Scarlet Pleasure. It's a band that does like pop or like contemporary R&B style music. From the Philippines, we would have to recommend Liana and Nara.
Midnight Music.
Mikasa.
That's easy. ABBA.
Must come to an end.
And Gule.
Gule.
So it's G and then O with two, I don't know how you call it.
AC/DC, Powderfinger.
I didn't know AC/DC was Australian.
I think everybody really likes Shania Twain. You really can't go wrong with her.
Sarah Bareilles.
Love Sarah Bareilles.
Cultural, historical musician, Ali Bahar, we call it in English. For a modern take, it's someone called Flipperacci.
I know this is like a mainstream for K-pop fans. I recommend Blackpink.
I love Blackpink. Let's kill this love. If you like K-pop, you should check out Mamamoo. When you were a child, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Ballerina, for sure.
Yeah, this is so typical. I wanted to become an astronaut.
Pilot.
Be pilot.
Actually wanted to be a pilot.
First was a pilot.
When I was younger, I was trying to become a detective, only because of Detective Conan.
I've always had that dream to be a film director.
A director.
Something in relation to film industry.
I wanted to be on television.
I've always wanted to be a doctor.
A doctor. To be a doctor at the time.
I got peer pressure to become a doctor.
Cardiothoracic surgeon.
Mechanical engineer.
I wanted to be a chef.
Be a paleontologist.
I wanted to be a teacher.
Really wanted to work with kids.
I wanted to become a journalist.
I wanted to be a singer.
A lawyer.
Hoping to be a professional golfer, actually.
I had no wish and still I have no wish. Whatever happens.
I like that attitude. You're just going with the flow.
I don't want to say I am this.
What is your favorite tradition?
For Denmark, it's probably lisamang. It's kind of like a sweet rice porridge with like pieces of almonds and cherry sauce. We eat it during Christmas, and it's kind of like a game.
Hari Raya here in Malaysia, it's like a Muslim New Year.
In Sri Lanka, we celebrate, there's a Sinhalese New Year. There's a lot of tradition behind it, a lot of like ceremony.
Something that I will always be proud of is the Bayanihan culture. It's a Tagalog word that means people helping each other.
There is this tradition in Egypt where you should usually step in your right leg while entering into a new place. Brings peace and good people, like happiness or prosperity.
There is an occasion that we have in our culture called Ramadan.
We have like this tradition here in Sweden. This is bigger than Christmas. It is more important than Christmas. It is essential. We have to dress up, of course, and then the girls have like this flower crown on their head.
Hold on. Have you ever seen the movie Midsummer?
Yeah, I have. It's like
Okay.
that, but without the sacrifice. Guys, we're not sacrificing people every midsummer, okay?
Yalda night, that we call it Shab-e Yalda. That is the longest night of the year.
Eid, Islamic version of Christmas.
Christmas and New Year.
That would be the Christmas tradition. Baking in preparation for Christmas.
Christmas time.
Well, my favorite 5 tradition is actually Christmas. But basically, it's all about like the socializing.
A sit-down family dinner.
The hunting and gathering. My family were indigenous people.
You guys in the USA might know it as barbecue, but we actually call it braai.
So it's called a braai, broiki. It's basically a barbecue, but South African style barbecue.
Broiki. Braai.
Why broiki?
I just butchered your accent so
Keep it lekker.
Keep it lekker.
Yes, which means just keep it cool.
We are very attached with our family.
So we will be a group of family and relatives together.
So everyone just gathers around.
We're being gathered by friends and family, basically having a good time.
This is certainly a huge aspect of our lives that has been unimaginable to us, that it's unwise or unsafe to be gathering with loved ones. But in a way, setting up a Zoom date can really make a difference. Even though it might seem distant, there's still a way to make a deeper level of connection. So reach out to your family, reach out to your friends, check in on them, let them know that you're thinking about them, that you miss them. And with that said, thank you so much to everyone who was a part of this video. I'm so glad that we got to connect, that I got to know you a little bit better. It made a huge difference for me in just digging deeper and getting to know my community on YouTube and on social media. And now I have so many more friends to visit in new places when we can all get together again. Thank you everyone, and I'll see you next time.